What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 12. Uh, yeah, it's pre recorded because I got to be in Pan Am's coaching a bunch of our students and friends and so forth. Anyways, we had a bit of a snafu with the dates. So, Aliyah is the uke, the camera person. Can you be the teacher too?
No. I don't think they're here for me.
So, guys, let's look at a couple of things. I think this is actually going to be. Oof, my knee. Adelia, you're in charge. I'm going. So, guys, one of the things that is very important is, as we talk about, right, Omoplata is a very important technique because a lot of times when you have somebody in your guard, you put them in danger, you attack. A lot of times, the technique they give you is omoplata. And a lot of times, if you are not fast, actually, it's not this. It's not even you fast, but a lot of times, if people that you're training with understand the danger they're in, they're gonna roll, and you're gonna wind up on top. Now, the question is, how do you wind up on top? So sometimes they will roll, and you will wind up on top in their guard, and sometimes the guy's flexible and good. They could roll and immediately go after you from their guard. So obviously we want to avoid that. So what we're going to do is look at sort of three variations of where the person rolls. It depends on the angle and sort of which how positioning relative to you where the roll happens. So there's kind of three or four basic ways that it could wind up. So one of them, let's see, let me sit this way. So, do we have any questions, Aaliyah? Who's checking in?
I'm sure MJ's watching.
So as Aaliyah rolls, right? So if she winds up sort of rolling away from me, I want to control her foot, and I want to wind up. This is a very common one. So left to left, guys, this is very important. If I'm attacking her left arm, my left hand is going to be on her left leg. So everything is left. So you can see she's quite far, but this allows me to slow her down. If she tries to heist, I can push her down. If she tries to come up, you could control quite a lot of her trajectory. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually flare out my knee. Yeah, there is a bicep crush here, but more importantly, even if you don't get it, if she's going to be too busy swimming out. So I'm going to look for an immediate finish. So that's one, okay? Another one is where they kind of roll, where you wind up in their guard. So what I usually look for is to start passing the guard immediately, okay? So as she rolls, and I try to manage to try to set. So this is the knee that's going to go through. So I'm looking immediately to post next to her head. Yeah, this is going to suck. You should have stretched. Are you okay?
Yep, I'm great. It's good. It's needed.
So you want to make sure that you control their head and that knee drives through, guys. You need to do the knee through first, because if you don't, you can get caught in a triangle, okay? So control the head by placing your hand on the floor next to their head. And now I have the underhook. Sometimes if I don't have it, if I'm already here, I'm going to go back, and now I'm going to make their life miserable, because you're going to feel them. I want to focus on keeping them flat. I don't rush. And you want to basically make sure that we wind up in a guard passing position. So don't rush this one. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make in generally passing guard. If you're passing tight, make them feel the pressure, because what happens if you're passing tight and you switch now to fast, a lot of times you have the guy literally broken down. You're gonna pass top side control really heavy, and suddenly they're gone, because you just open everything up at the time of the greatest danger to them. So don't rush this one. Make sure you're gonna feel it. So basically, what I'm doing is doing this to their legs. Most people not, even flexible ones, they feel the pressure. while I'm controlling their head. So they cannot turn to the side to alleviate the pressure, and their legs go like this. You will feel them basically wilting, and what I've done this to 250-pound guys, and what you're gonna feel them doing is they will want to. You will feel like they've stopped moving, and they will want you to pass the guard as soon as possible. So make sure that you kind of feel that. Oh crap! I just don't want to move. Let them get to a guard passing position.
You're leading with the knee first, right?
Yeah, the knee has to be. Don't be afraid to speak up. The knee has to go through because that's what stops a potential triangle. So a lot of times, Keon was one of my good brown belts. He's one of my regular training partners, and he always, when I attack, he always gives me Omoplata, and this is sort of the way I wind up is one of these three actually, and it's a very good way because you need to control what happens afterwards. So it's great that you swept, but the last thing you want to do is have sweep somebody and then wind up battling in their guard where you're battling either a triangle or an armbar. Again, that knee through is what stops them from doing it. And the last one is where they kind of pause. We're gonna stay on the same side. So the last one is they kind of attempt to roll, but they kind of this is where they're waiting for you to make a move. When I feel that happening, and guys, look at my legs. They're controlling, so she cannot drop easily now, and she cannot turn. What I'm gonna do, guys, is gonna go outside leg first, and then the inside. From here, guys, you have strong knee bars, and obviously heel hooks. So, again, guys, next time when somebody rolls in your guard, you want to make sure that you control that their trajectory, and try to wind up topside control, or in a sort of follow-up submission, be it the knee bar or be it the modified Americana. So let's look at it one more time before we go off to the app side. Is how do you control that? The foot. If I'm attacking left arm, it's going to be my left hand on her left leg. So left, 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 or right, right, right. Okay. So I'm attacking Aaliyah's left arm. She decides to roll, and I was just too late. So left, left, left. It doesn't matter what she does. Right now she can. If she tries to bring her hips to me, I push away. If she tries to move away, I bring it in. Yeah. From here, they're going to be too busy trying to swim this out, because if they don't, I have a cow head and I have a bicep crush. So from here, and usually I'm looking for the far side, and this is going to puts me in a good position to finish her with a follow-up submission. Guys, I will see you next week. We'll be live again.